Hello, my beautiful human. Welcome back to the She Did It Anyway podcast. I am so excited you're here. The next couple episodes, I'm actually going to dive into the Confidence Summit that I hosted March 11th. I want to talk a little bit about how literally all the things I've learned, but then how you can implement that and the new mindset that I feel like I have been able to tap into since that event and since deciding to host. So if you didn't see or didn't know, I decided on February 19th that I wanted to host an event. And I wanted to do a live podcast recording, something super intimate, like 10 to 20 women, and have it be where, I have two guests and I interview them live and we can do Q&A. I announced it and everybody was just outpour of love was so amazing. And it, from people wanting to speak, people wanting to be guests, people wanting to sponsor, people wanting to be vendors there and donate things. I mean, it was just unbelievable. And so prior to announcing it, I had already picked maybe like 5 to 7 different dates that I wanted to do an event at, but I decided not to because I was like, there's no way I can figure this out right now. I have too much on my plate. And I was making all of these excuses. And when I took the leap and said, you know what, F it, I'm going to do this event, and I announced it, there was this pivot of, oh my God, okay, now I'm going to do it. But not only that, the mindset that really tapped in was, I'm either going to find a way or I'm going to make a way. Like, not doing it is no longer an option. There is either a way that already exists that's going to allow me to do this, or I'm going to find my own way. And that shift in mindset really, really opened up so many opportunities for me when it came to bringing this event to life in 10 days. Like, it was 14 days, but 10 days from when we opened doors, sold out, and then started to actually plan the event in person. So that mindset really stood out to me. And I realized that I've really tapped into that mindset with every single opportunity that I had created and product and service that I've created for Empowered Confidence specifically. If it doesn't already exist, if there's not already a way, I'm going to make a way. And if you know me, you know that I'm a rule breaker. So I just love being a disruptor. I love trying new things and I love seeing what already exists and changing it, not even just finding the white space to make it better, but what are things that I personally don't like and I know that my community doesn't like that I can shift. So anyways, I decided I was going to do the event. I announce it, the outpour, and I'm like, okay, this is real now. This is not a joke. This is not a drill. And I got to work. In our next episode, I'm going to talk about that sweet spot between when you make a decision, when fear and then when fear sneaks in. But today I want you to take some time to think about what are new opportunities that you can, I hate using the word force, but force yourself to go after things that you've always wanted to do and have this growth mindset of either I'm going to find a way or I'm going to make a way. Failing is not an option, right? And you know how I feel about the word fail, but failing is just data. Failure is just data. Quitting is something completely different. And so I'm wondering from you, what are opportunities that you've been scared to go after? Like I said, I had so many dates picked out. One specifically was January 5th. I remember I think it was September or October, my friend Britt and I were talking and she was like, okay, let's just pick a date so you can do this event. And I was like, okay, let's do January 5th. I think that's great. It's after the holidays, all is well. We put it on our calendar, invite, all the things. And all I kept thinking about was all the things that could go wrong. I didn't have this mindset of, oh, I'm going to either find a way or I'm going to make a way. It's failing, not doing it is not an option. And so that day came and passed. And I remember her texting me like, are we doing this event? I was like, no, I can't. And I kept saying these things I can't, too close in time. I can't plan that quickly. I have to talk to sponsor. I have to do this. I have to do that. And I realized we do that so often. Don't you agree? We do that so often with so many things. Oh, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough space in my life. I don't have enough education. Oh, I'm not experienced enough. All of these are just excuses. They're all excuses. And I want you to first acknowledge that you're making those excuses and then let them go. Let them go. And when I was thinking about announcing the event, I actually started thinking about what is it that I'm so scared of when it comes to hosting an event? And the answers were really uncomfortable. The answers were, well, what if I can't sell the tickets? What if nobody comes? What What if too many people come and I fail? Like I just make a fool out of myself. What if nobody wants to sponsor? What if I can't find a space? What if I can't find vendor? I mean, the list goes on, but it all came down to this idea of me not being able to do it, right? Me taking on something bigger than what I had capacity for mentally. And that's just not it. And I know I talk a lot about this, but a lot of us always look for the strategy, but the truth is it's not the strategy that we're looking for. It's the encouragement, it's the empowerment, it's the confidence, it is the mindset support that we're looking for. It's not the strategy, right? A lot of us already know what we're doing. We know how to do it. We know the steps that we need to do and take for us to achieve certain things. That's not what's holding us back. It's not lack of strategy. It's lack of confidence. It's lack of empowerment. It's lack of support. It's lack of mentorship. It is lack of our mindset to say like, I can do this. It is that fear. That is what we need more of, right? We have so much strategy. And when I started thinking about, okay, well, am I going to be able to achieve this, pull this off in 10 days or in 2 weeks? I keep saying 10 days because 10 days is how long it took to like sell out and finalize everything. But all I kept thinking about, okay, I kept saying it over and over and over again. And I really want you to keep saying this to yourself. The new mindset that we are going to have after listening to this episode is we are either going to find a way or we're going to make a way, period. That's it. You're either going to find a way to do the things that you want to do to achieve your goals, to be happy, to be successful, to feel fulfilled, or you're going to make a way. If you can keep those two things as your only option, I promise you have no other option but to succeed. That doesn't mean there's not going to be bumps in the road and roadblocks and, failure along the way, but that's just data. Quitting isn't an option because you only have those two options of either finding a way or making a way. And in the next episode, I'm going to dive into a little bit more about like that sweet spot of like when we actually say we're going to do something and then when our mind just takes off and it's like, sit down, you cannot do this. But today I really want to just really like pound it down of you either find a way or you make a way. Write that down, have it as your phone backdrop, write it in a post-it, put it in a mirror. Every day, remind yourself, I am either going to find a way or I'm going to make a way. And that is really how the Confidence Summit came to life. It was less focused on what could go wrong and more of, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm either going to find a way to do this or I'm going to make a way to do this, but like not doing it isn't an option. And really what helped me double down on that mindset was the fact that I had announced it. When you make your goals public, when you talk about it, the accountability is unlike anything else. And so talk about your goals, like announce it, share it, look for support, hire mentors, hire, join communities. You need that support. I want you to DM me and literally say, I am going to either find a way or make a way. And I want to take a screenshot of all the amazing women and our listeners that are going to implement this new mindset. And I'm going to take a screenshot and I'm going to share it of how powerful it is when we have so many women that are saying, hey girl, you know what? F it. I'm either going to find a way or make a way. I love you. You deserve all of the happiness and all of the success. You need to just remind yourself that you have everything that you already need. Okay. I got you, girl. Love you. I'll see you in the next episode. Mwah. And don't forget, no matter what, she did it anyway.
You did it, Mom.